Hi everyone. In this video, we will talk about winter sowing and we'll dive straight into it. We will answer these questions and give a bonus tip at the end. What is winter sowing? Does it work? How to do winter sowing? When to start winter sowing? When to expect the plants to show up with winter sowing? What are the pros and cons of winter sowing? What are the best crops for winter sowing? Let us begin. What is winter sowing? Winter sowing is the technique of planting seeds in winter, in closed containers with ventilation and drainage with soil medium in it, and keeping them outside to let them sprout by themselves when the time is right. Does winter sowing work? Yes, it does. We have been doing this for past 2 years and had success with it. How to do winter sowing? You will need some sort of containers for it. Milk jugs are the most common ones. We prefer these clear, take-out kind of containers because we can see the progress through them easily and don't have to deal with the clumsiness of cutting and taping the milk jugs. You can use yogurt type jars as well. We drilled holes at the lids to let rainwater go through at the bottom for drainage. We have already prepared our soil medium, which is just plain compost, and we have watered it already because the seeds that we are planting are very tiny. We don't want to wash them to sides by watering from top. We filled up our containers with 2 inches of soil and have put labels inside them. You can do 3 to 4 inches too, but 2 inch has worked just fine for us. We will start with lavage because the seeds are bigger and easily visible. We'll drop some of them in. These seeds are small, so we do not want to put them too deep. So we'll just use our label stick to gently move them around so that they can get partially buried into the soil. We'll repeat the same process with rest of the seeds as well. Once we are done putting seeds in, we'll just put the lid on them and they are ready to. We will put them on our deck in a location where wind would not knock them off. And that is all that we need to do. When is the best time for winter sowing? Winter sowing can be done anytime from end of December to early March. For your reference, we are in zone 6B Kansas and we transplant our first brassica plants outside by the end of March. If you are in a warmer climate, you can probably start a bit early. When will plants show up with winter sowing? If you winter sow something today, definitely plants won't show up 6 days from now, but in general we have noticed that most of our winter sown plants start showing signs of germination around beginning of March and they are about an inch tall around beginning of spring. What are the pros and cons of winter sowing? Let's begin with pros. We have noticed that winter sown plants seem healthier and more sturdier in general. Another pro is that you don't have to babysit these plants. This is literally a set and forget kind of method, and then you just open them in spring to find your plants there. Also, winter sowing saves you a lot of energy bill because you won't be setting up grow lights and heat pads for these. Next, you do not need to harden off your plants. Hardening off is the process where indoor plants need to get accustomed to the outer environment, but winter sown plants are already outside and have been dealing with the elements. If you're finding value in this video so far, please do boop the like button to show your support. Let's get to cons of winter sowing now. Winter sown containers have their soil medium wet most of the time. So if seeds rot, you would probably end up waiting for it till end of March for them to never show up. We will talk about it more in our bonus tip in this video. Also, winter sowing may not be ideal for plants that need a longer grow season such as tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants. We think it is better to start these plants indoor than relying on winter sowing. Next is, what are the best crops for winter sowing? 2 factors define this. First, the plant type should be able to handle transplantation. Not all plants like being transplanted, for example carrots. It's better to direct sow them in their home location. Second, it is better to use winter sowing for plant types where you need a lot of plants, such as onions. If you need only 2 plants for certain type, for example peppers, you may not want to take a chance of waiting for too long. Here are some examples of plants we have grown successfully through winter sowing. Perennial flowers are a great example for winter sowing. Herbs such as lavage, cilantro, parsley also do great with winter sowing. Salad greens and leafy greens are perfect for winter sowing, such as lettuce, spinach, and mustard. Brassica is another family which is perfect for winter sowing, such as cabbage, kohlrabi, cauliflowers, kale, collard green. The allium family is another good candidate for winter sowing, such as onion shallots, leeks, chives. Now our bonus tip is for what seeds don't do well with winter sowing. We have noticed that seeds that have lots of starch in them, such as peas, beans, fava beans, rot pretty easily if sown in January or February. It is better to either direct sow them or start them using a different method. Please do leave us a comment if you have any questions about winter sowing, and we will try our best to answer it. Thanks for watching.